Hello and welcome to Nkumat Online Academy. Today we want to learn about factors. A factor is any number that can divide another number without a remainder. A number that can divide another number without a remainder is the factor of that number. For instance, if we have 4, the factor of 4 is a number that can divide 4 without leaving any remainder. Of course, we know that 4 can divide itself without leaving a remainder. 4 divided by 4 is 1. The remainder is 0. So it is not leaving any remainder. So 4 is a factor of 4. So 4 is a factor of itself. Then 2 can also divide 4 without leaving any remainder. 4 divided by 2 is 2, remainder 0, so there is no remainder. So 2 is also a factor of 4. Then 1 can also divide 4 without leaving a remainder. 4 divided by 1 is 4. So the factors of 4 are 4, 2, and 1. 4, 2, and 1. Please note that this is important. If you are asked to find the factor of any number or the factors of any number, the number itself and 1 are always part of the factors, because every number can divide itself and 1 can divide any number. Therefore, 1 and the number itself are always included as the factors of any particular number. Now let's look for factors of 5. For 5 can divide itself. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So 5 is a factor of 5. Then, can 2 divide it? No. Can 3 divide it? No. Can 4 divide it? No. Then another thing that can divide 5 is 1. 5 divided by 1 is 5. There is no remainder. Where you have remainder is if you divide the number and you are getting point something, that means that there is a remainder. For instance, if you say 5 divided by 2, you will get 2.5. So you have point something. So anytime you have point something, it means that that number is not a factor of it. Like when you say 5 divided by 2, you will get 2.5. Because you are getting point something, then that 2 is not a factor of it. But when you say 5 divided by 5, you just get 1. If you say 5 divided by 1, you get 5. There's no point. The same thing with 4. If you say 4 divided by 4, you get 1. There's no point. If you say 4 divided by 2, you get 2. There's no point. If you say 4 divided by 1, you get 4. There is no point. Now, factors of 6. Factors of 6, we have 6 can divide itself. 6 divided by 6, we get 1. There's no point. Then, what other thing can divide 6? 5. Can it divide it? No. If you use 5 and divide 6, you get point something, 1 point something. So 5 is not a factor of it. Then 4. Can 4 divide it? No, it cannot divide it. You still get point something. Then 3. 6 divided by 3, you get 2. So 2 is a factor of 6. Then 3. 6 divided by 3, Then 2. 6 divided by 3, you get 2. Then 2. 6 divided by 2, you get 3. There is no point, so 3 is also a factor of 6. Then, what other thing? 1. 6 divided by 1, you get 6. There's no point. So, the factors of 6 are 6, 2, 3, and 1. So, these numbers are what can divide. These numbers can divide 6 without remainder. Six, 3, 2, and 1. Let me arrange them in descending order. Descending order. Descending order means arranging them from the highest to the lowest. Now let's write the factors of numbers from 2 to 10. 2. The factors are 1. 2 can divide, let's start with the number itself. 2 can divide 2 without a remainder, and 1 can divide 2. 3. 3 can divide itself, and 1 can divide it. So the factors of 3 are 3 and 1. 4. 4 can divide itself. 2 can divide it, and 1 can divide it. 5. 5 can divide itself, and 1 can divide it. 6 can divide itself, can divide it. 2 can divide it, and 1 can divide it. 7 can divide itself, and 1 can divide it. 8 can divide itself. 4 can divide it. 2 can divide it, and 1 can divide it. 9 can divide itself. 3 can divide it, and 1 can divide it. Then 10 can divide itself. 5 can divide 10. 2 can divide 10, and 1 can divide 10. Now let's look at factors of other numbers. Let's say 50. For 50 can divide itself. 25 can divide 50, and we get 2. 10 can divide 50, and we get 5. 5 can divide 50, and we get 10. 2 can divide 50, and we get 25. And 1 can divide 50, and we get 50. No points, no decimal points. So these are the factors of 50. Now let's look at 100. 100 can divide itself. 50 can divide 100, and we get 2. 25 can divide 50, and we get 4. 20 can divide 50, and we get 5. 20 can divide 100, and we get 5. 10 can divide 100 and we get 10. 5 can divide 100. 4 can divide 100. 2 can divide 100. And also 1 can divide 100. All these numbers are the prime numbers of 100, the numbers that can divide 100 without giving any remainder. So this is all about factors, numbers that can divide another number without giving any remainder. Sometimes we'll be asked to write the factors and arrange them in descending order. Descending order means that you start from the highest number that will divide the number and then you get to the lowest number. The secret is this: if you're asked to arrange them in descending order, I've taught you descending order in another lesson. You may want to go back and review the lesson. Descending order and ascending order. If you are asked to arrange in descending order, that means you start from the highest and you get to the lowest. The highest is always the number itself because every number can divide itself. So the number itself is a factor of itself. So you start from the number here, and you get to 1 if you are asked to arrange in descending order. But if you are asked to arrange in ascending order, you start from the smallest, which is 1, and then you get to the highest, which is that number itself. So if you're asked to arrange the factors of 50 in ascending order, ascending means you are going up. You start from 1, you say 1, 2, 5, 10, 25, 50. But if you are asked to arrange it in descending, you start from the highest, which is 50. They say 50, 25, 10, 5, 2, 1. Now, let's have our assignments. So in this assignment, you are going to look for the factors. Look for the factors of 25, factors of 82, factors of 94, all the factors of 105, all the factors of 108, all the factors of 227, all the factors of 306, all the factors of 412, all the factors of 510, 510. Then you arrange your answers, the factors for each of them, you arrange them in descending order. That is from the biggest to the smallest. Thank you.